Hello everyone and welcome back to RPG Wives.
Where people come to hang out and enjoy video games.
So we decided recently that we wanted to start doing quick reviews for video games, and today we're going to start off by talking a little bit about a recent playthrough that I did of Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury on the Switch.
And I did a playthrough of Control on the PS5.
So starting off, I ended up picking up Mario 3D World to play and review this month because it looked really good and I've never had a chance to play it when it came out on the Wii U. I definitely missed out on a lot of Mario games in the past decade or so having that 35th Mario anniversary celebration collection of games releasing really helped me out a lot. I know a lot of people also wanted to purchase this game for the additional content added in known as Bowser's Fury, but before we get into that, I just wanted to comment a little bit about the core game itself. This was a ridiculously fun game to play, from the different worlds and levels that you have to beat, all the way to the ability of swapping characters through the different levels. I loved playing with all the characters and using some of their special abilities to try and get all the stars. I'm also one of those people who collect or wanted to collect all the stars in the video game and all the stamps because I'm a fan of collecting things. Except maybe the 900 Koroks in Breath of the Wild, that's a little bit too much for me. But for those who were like me and never played this game back on the Wii U, I think the $60 price tag was perfect for the experience that it gave me. The only thing I noticed about this game is that it was pretty easy overall, especially if you're an avid gamer. Whereas I think newer players to this video game might have a little bit of a tougher time starting off, but it's still really enjoyable. I mean, Eva, you watched me play it. What did you think? Would you have had fun playing this type of game?
Well, for me, it looked like any other Mario game, just with better graphics and different maps. Honestly, I don't think I would ever want to play this game. It's pretty boring for me.
And that is fair because I know games similar to Mario on Switch are just not your style. But looking back on some of the levels, my favorite world that was created was definitely number 5 because they have a lot of beautiful beach-themed levels, and I just love the beach so much, and Mario on the beach just looks so great. Like you said, the graphics were really great, and I had never played this game, so I really enjoyed that. And finally, just some brief thoughts on the additional content for the game. Bowser's Fury was awesome. I felt like I was right back into Mario Odyssey, and if the future of Mario games are going to have that style of gameplay with sort of this open map concept similar to Odyssey, I'm all for it. Don't get me wrong though, I do enjoy the 2D Mario style games. I mean, I played Super Mario 35, it was one of my favorite games when it was available. Anyway, I would definitely recommend getting Super Mario's 3D World if you're a Mario fan or haven't experienced the game yet. I think all players, new and experts, would enjoy the game.
Okay, Jess, enough is enough. We know you love Mario. Now it's my turn. My thoughts of Control, I actually was recommended this game by a friend from work that he also plays video games, and his exact words were, it's like a mix of Stranger Things and an alien horror movie made into a video game. I was it. He had me at that. So I ran to the PS5 online store, and surprisingly, this game was the free download of the month. So I didn't even have to pay anything for it, which was really nice. I mean, I do have to pay my membership fee still, but anyway. When you start Control, you get introduced to the Bureau, which is like this FBI agency that has to deal with an imminent threat. The character you play is Jessie. I know, right? She has a mission, and that is to save her brother and kind of figure out who she is at the same time. I know, it sounds like a movie, but it's kind of even better because you can just play with it. It's a very story-driven game with many side missions that open up every time you complete another mission. So it can be kind of hard to navigate the map because you can't really zoom in on it. It's just kind of like a map on the screen, and you kind of have to know where you're at on the game and then kind of just read signs and know your way through it. So for me, honestly, I'm not good at directions even in real life, so I kind of had to ask Jess, my wife, not the character in the video game, to help me find my way because I just could not figure it out. The controls of this game are fairly simple. However, like any other game, the more you advance in it, the more powers and guns and all sorts of things you can unlock. So it does become more challenging, well, at least for me, because I have to remember all the moves and how to do it all together and how they work the best. For example, this game has a boss battle for every single mission, which it became a little overwhelming after a while. So I kind of found myself not really wanting to ask Jess for help, but instead just kind of looked up on some forums online to how people defeated these boss battles. And then I actually found out that you can go onto the settings and turn on assist mode, which you can just adjust, and you can either fix how soon you can die or how hard every hit affects your enemy. And eventually I would turn it on every so often because I was just not want to do the same battle more than 10 times. Yes, I know. I had to do one battle more than 10 times. Jess, you watched me play the game. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I think Control was really interesting, but I know it was really story driven, and it's just not the type of game I would pick up and play because I like more, controls to a video game, especially an open world action adventure. I want to be able to jump and move, and I know the main character gets more abilities as time goes on, but for me the story was just a little slow to get into, and it's something I would probably pass on. But I think it was really nice to watch you play and have a really good experience with it.
All right. I get that. I mean, overall, I love this game. I love the story. It can be a scary game. It can be a trippy game. It has it all. It has the drama. It has the scariness here and there. It has the horror. And it's just so mysterious and just so interesting. And I mean, hello, are we not going to bring it up? The character, it's a woman. I just love that video game developers are now actually bringing more powerful women characters into the world of video games. Round of applause for that. Thank you very much. I would 100% recommend this game if you love action adventure genre. We know that Control is actually getting a sequel, and it's also getting a spin-off that might have a 4-player versus environment co-op game. I don't really know what that all means, but it sounded pretty cool, so I'm very excited for it. I just love it. Honestly, 100% recommend.
Well, that sounds great, Ava. Any more final thoughts for this video?
I think we're good to go.
Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for tuning in to our quick review of Mario 3D World and Control. We'll see you guys next time on RPG Wives.